Alright, this is in conclusion to my last video of me making the taser and using it on myself. I'm just going to show you how to actually make one because it's pretty straightforward and simple. One thing you have to make sure of is that you have a flash on your camera, because the first camera I bought didn't actually have a flash on it, so it didn't work because we're going to be using the flash circuit. Almost forgot to take off this. First I'm going to do this and open up where the battery is, because this is somewhere where holding it together, and you need to pop all of these. There's somewhere right here that you got to get. Just going to pop it out like this, and it'll just fold up. You've got right here, and then you've got a whole bunch of these on it that you're just going to have to pop out like that. And then you should do your click and it should just pop out. Alright, here's the circuit we're going to be using. Be careful about these two, this one and this one. Don't touch those, those will shock you. Just going to pull the charging circuit out. Alright, and then right here on the capacitor, just pop those off. Alright, make sure you don't have the battery in at this point, because otherwise you can accidentally charge it by pressing this down. It's pretty simple at this part. You just have to get two wires and attach it here and here. I'll be right back with those wires because I forgot them. So, alright, I'm back with my two wires. They're just black and green, doesn't matter what color they are. Those are just the two colors I had. You're gonna, oh, by the way, if you do notice this is just a little, my phone shows a preview of the camera because I just have the GoPro on my head and I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to strip these wires real quick. If you have a soldering iron, it's better to solder because that gives you a more solid connection, less likely to pull apart and break. But most people don't just have a soldering iron laying around in the garage. So you're going to want one wire on each of these legs of the capacitor. Alright. Then you just put them on and twist. Again, with a soldering iron you would then put solder there, and it would be a strong connection. And then this one's just going to go on the opposite leg. As you can see there, if you saw that tiny spark, that was because it was not completely discharged. Alright, and that's basically it. I'm going to get some electrical tape and make sure that these wires don't touch each other underneath. I'm also going to get some tape and cover up both the legs on the capacitor, both the dots over here, and then the whole capacitor and whole circuit itself. But I'll be back when that's done. As you can see, this is pretty much all you need to do. I covered up the two dots on this end. I've covered up the capacitor completely, and I've secured the wires a little bit more with the tape. That is pretty much all you need to do. I'm going to keep going around. Make sure I don't know if you can see it, but right here. Do not cover that up, okay? It's going to be a little piece of metal that has like a line in it, so it looks like two little fingers. Do not cover the bottom of that or the top of that or anything, because that is what charges it. Other than that, you can pretty much cover everything up. Me being not very smart, I don't really know what these two things do. They do something. Now they do nothing, but that's perfectly fine if you just come off and bend them like that. I'm going to finish taping this up. I'm going to put the battery in, finish taping it up, and then, yeah, that should be just about it. Alright, so this is like the very end. I'm just going to show you how to use it. I finished up taping it. Right, I got all this covered, got the battery secure because I don't really know if it's secure or not without the tape on it. But how to use it, you got to make sure right here You don't touch either of those wires. Okay, you do not want to touch those. You touch those when you charge it, you're gonna like get shocked. You've got right here this right here. You push this down and ready, you can hear it charge. Eventually, as you can tell, it fades away, and that means it's completely charged. Touch them to somebody or a metal surface and you get your spark. All right. It doesn't show up as well on the video. You could probably hear it. You can do it until the battery's dead. The battery's dead. Remove the tape. It's just a simple AAA battery. I'll do it a couple more times. This one was not full charge. So obviously, as you could probably hear, not as big. Make sure that these aren't touching together or touching you whenever you're charging it. That's pretty much it. Make sure you have the capacitor completely covered so you don't accidentally shock yourself. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward and simple. So hope you know how to make it now.